Welcome to Support Saturday, where I take a look at your favorite supports. Today's support comes recommended by Nate Ash 6490, who wanted me to take a break from the Switch era supports to visit my favorite Nintendo console, the 3DS, by taking a look at the second best flirtin in his family and our favorite dish-breaking maid. The nice thing about the start of the C support is that it's pretty established that Laslow and Felicia know each other, especially with how Felicia starts the conversation off with, "Any luck today?" Laslow, like his other supports, responds back with, "No," to which Felicia surprisingly smiles and laughs to. Laslow wonders why, so Felicia responds back with, "You just make talking to strangers look so easy," so she's just a little jealous of that. Laslow, seeing Felicia struggles, lets her know that under his tutelage, she'll be a smooth talker in no time, which Felicia agrees to learn from the best? So in the B support, they immediately jump into action. Laslow off screen tells Felicia to flirt with dudes, and so the support conversation starts off with Felicia saying, "Oh hell to the no," to Laslow's suggestion. Laslow does a lot of convincing, saying, "Hello is the hardest part. I used to be shy too," which somehow kind of works since Felicia responds back with, "I don't even know what to say." Laslow reassures Felicia that he'll be watching from a distance, which gives Felicia the confidence to go in, only to bail out immediately, sprinting away from all the men and Laslow at the end of this support. The A support picks up the following day, where Felicia apologizes for running off like that. Laslow brushes it off by joking that she's a fast runner, but Felicia responds back that she's still terrible at talking to new people. This does give her the epiphany that Laslow is a brave person since it's difficult to just talk to people, to which Laslow jokes around but then asks Felicia to some tea. Seeing this, Felicia asks if he's flirting with her now, to which Laslow responds back with, "I suppose you could say that, yes. So, what do you say? At the very least, it could be good practice, right? And I'm sure you'll find it much easier to talk with me than with a total stranger." To which Felicia responds back with, "Yeah, I suppose you're right." But in the most Felicia fashion, as she goes to get cups, saucers, and a teapot, she falls down, and the Felicia clumsy gag that she's known for ends this scene. Now, if the support ended here, I would have probably left a little bit unhappy, and for some people that already paired off Felicia or Laslow might be unhappy too. But for those that got to the S support, it concludes what Felicia set off to do. Not really talking to strangers, but mustering up the courage to say what she wants. So the S support starts with Felicia asking Laslow to some tea. Laslow is taken aback by this since no woman has willingly done this, but Laslow responds with a yes to Felicia's relief. But it does bring into question, if someone were to ask Laslow to tea right now, wouldn't he suggest they all go together? And so, before Laslow could honestly respond, Felicia lets Laslow know that she's in love with him, to which Laslow stops Felicia and tells her that he loves her too. Felicia, still a little doubtful since Laslow is a flirt, gets assured that Laslow only has eyes for her, stating that even qualities like her clumsiness are endearing to him, and they set off to get tea together afterwards. So the truth is, I've always paired Felicia and Laslow up with other spouses because I like making child units with specific hair colors, so it's surprising to see how great this pairing is. Like I had mentioned earlier, if it had ended in the A support, I would have probably rated this pretty low, but since we're looking all the way up until the end of the S support, the conclusion in which Felicia musters up the courage to say what's on her mind is nice. Did she succeed in talking to new people? No, but in a way, talking to Laslow in the support chain helped her build up the courage in a different direction, which concludes with them getting a high magic, high skill Soleil for the fun 11 sword strats. But that concludes today's Support Saturday. If you have any support conversations that you want me to take a look at, good, bad, or funny, leave them down in the comments below or by joining my Discord.